So the topic of this video is the best game is being authentic game. Now I know that's kind of counterproductive because counterintuitive because a lot of guys think game is how can you get the girl to sleep with you.
Mm-hmm.
And most guys, what they do is lie so they can sleep with a woman. So the best game, I think, is would you rather have a girl that you can sleep around with and she's really good looking, or would you rather go for the girl that's going to treat you right, is going to be really good, you like to hang out with her, and she's going to sleep with you?
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, is that you're going to have more of a quality relationship than just a girl that you're going to do cardio with.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it takes game to get a girl just to have your lust filled.
Mm-hmm.
Or would you rather have a girl where you're going to do those things anyways, but you have a better relationship overall?
Mm-hmm. So kind of like game is what you kind of also call frame, right? So frame is how you live your life, how you go on your, your day-to-day stuff,
Your
your
frame is
routine.
your sense of your perception of how reality is.
Mm-hmm.
So a guy's perception of reality is his frame.
Okay,
So his frame can be off.
that's true.
So sometimes the it's kind of like the compass to navigate life is your frame. Like
Gotcha.
what are the values? What are the things that
Mm-hmm.
you believe that make you decide the things that you want to decide? So the more accurate it is towards reality, the
Mm-hmm.
better frame you have. So
Okay.
somebody has really strong frame in, let's say, financial skills. They'll reflect by results.
Mm-hmm.
If they have really strong frame in financial skills, but they don't have results, that means their frame sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Their
Or is
perception
weak.
of the
Mm-hmm.
reality of the financial world sucks. That's why they don't have any money.
Gotcha.
So they
Okay.
might talk a lot of game,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't
But
have
they
the
don't have the
results.
results. So then,
So what guys do is the best game, I think, is being authentic. Now,
okay.
why do you think that's the best game?
Well, the reason I think that is because, we talk about when you're looking for a quality relationship, when you have good game, then, or you're authentic, you're going to probably attract someone that's also authentic. So when you're being true to who you are, you're going to find someone to integrate into your life, someone that values similar things, someone that you're going to have to compromise less with, as opposed to trying to pretend to be something that you're not and hoping someone likes you and then eventually the truth coming out.
Right. So this type of deal is you're really saying out how who you are. So this is game for long-term relationships. So long-term quality relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be as true of a character of who you are naturally so that there's no surprises for the girl.
Mm.
So the girls are like, "Well, you like to work out?" Then if she likes to work out, you don't think that you would attract somebody that likes to work out too?
Mm-hmm.
So if the girl says, "No, I don't like to work out." "Oh, me neither." The guy. So that what he's really doing is compromising
Mm-hmm.
and telling her what she wants to hear so that
It
it
creates.
creates that click
Mm-hmm.
that they click together. They have the, oh man, I'm just really vibing with this guy. Vibing is really, you're compromising less. That you agree on the same philosophy on life. Like you
Mm-hmm.
kind of have the same frame. You're kind of mimicking her frame.
Mm-hmm.
So when you mimic her frame and what she wants, and you tell her what
Cater.
she wants, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, I want to travel the world. Oh, me too. I've been doing this. I've been doing that." And she's like, "Oh, okay." He's a candidate to go with him to get the things that I want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what like. If she wants to travel,
Mm-hmm.
and you show signs that you want to travel, also, she's gonna be naturally attracted because you have what she wants.
Right.
So that's what guys do. They fake what girls want in
Mm-hmm.
order to allure them, so they can sleep with them.
Right. So, like, if he doesn't like to travel, but he says it, then eventually, when the time comes around and she wants to travel, he might do it for a short period of time, but eventually the truth will come out.
Yeah, so like those
So it's not
guys that have
sustainable.
yoga game, like I don't
Oh.
think guys like yoga, but they pretend they like yoga so they
Mm-hmm.
can get closer to the girls.
Right.
See, that's a deceptive deal.
Mm-hmm. They
So
go
I
to
think
like a
there's
few
some
classes,
guys
go on some
there's
dates, and then they never go to yoga again.
exactly there's guys like that.
Yeah.
There's guys that pretend, "Oh yeah, I love puppies and I like this and I like that and I like to hike and I like to do this," and they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So like me, I like to exercise, I like to look well, I like to eat well.
Mm-hmm.
And if a girl naturally does that, I'm not faking it.
Mm-mm.
So she'll my frame and her reality will click together good because we don't have to
Easier, yeah.
compromise.
You're not faking it.
Yeah,
You're
you're not
being
faking it. So
you're
like if a girl wants to smoke weed and I
mhm,
don't smoke weed, see we're
mhm.
gonna we're not gonna this one.
You're not gonna mesh as
Right.
well unless someone changes.
So I accept her. She likes to smoke and I have a good time. What will do is not judge her.
Mhm.
I'd be like, okay, can there be room to change it? Because like, say there's some girls that have some habits, but they're not that bad. They can be
No.
changed, and
Well,
especially if they adore you.
mhm,
Like if you're uh, a fan of a certain sports team and she
mhm.
adores you, she'll become the
Yes.
fan.
Oh yeah.
And if she smokes and you don't, you used to smoke
Mhm.
cigarettes,
Mhm.
and I say, you know what, I don't like it. It was
Mhm.
given time. I knew I can work with you, and then
Well,
you
and not just
quit.
that, because too, I would also say like, yeah, I smoke, but I really don't want to. Eventually, I will quit.
Hmm.
So when you made the comment, it planted that seed where it was like, well, now's a good time as any. So I started working on it. And yeah, I had some relapses, and I went back and forth, but my determination eventually won,
Yeah.
because I was like, this is not
Hmm.
something that's one good for me. Two, this is not something that is good for the relationship,
Right.
and I don't want to jeopardize that. So you were patient enough to let me go through the process.
Yeah. So there's girls that do want to change.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they need help, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you need patience. And
Support
there's
and
some girls that
patience.
don't want to change, and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you can accept them. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you do this, you do that, and then you get to know them. Then you could just hang out with them, do a thing until they figure it out,
Mm-hmm.
and you can have fun with them. They can have fun with you, but you're eventually gonna have to know how to end it well. You're gonna have to know how to
Mm-hmm.
tell them, you know what, I can't take you seriously for the long run.
Right.
So it's better that you do it sooner before they get attached because if you're leading them on
Mm-hmm.
and you don't let them know, hey, you know what, I'm looking for something long term quality and you don't have those things,
Mm-hmm.
it's that feedback that she needs back to let her know,
Absolutely.
look, I can't take you seriously. I can't see you as long term.
Mm-hmm.
That's being authentic. And
Mm-hmm.
you're letting her know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the sooner the better.
Right, because you eventually know, like you just said, like if she is talking like she doesn't want to stop doing this habit or has no intention of it, you kind of know it's already going to be a deal breaker.
Hmm.
So if you don't express those concerns, then in a sense she thinks that there's no problem. So then yeah, like you're just leading
Okay.
her on.
So one of the things is being too authentic is you're asking too much at once.
Mm-hmm.
So I had this mistake too of doing it. So like say, hey, if a girl like I'm not gonna get married, and if I let her, I'm not gonna get married, and she's like, well, you're letting me know up front right away.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of girls that think they want to get married.
Right.
So sometimes you have to,
Work with
if
them a
they
little
if they
bit.
like you enough, they'll be like, you know what, I look at it different, this and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get married, and I'm gonna be with you. That's
Mm-hmm.
a sample thing.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
it takes time, and I let her know when there was time available. If I think that she can make up her own mind, and I let her know, okay, there's this time has come. I'll be like, look, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to get married. Blah, blah. Some girls will be like, okay, I'll change his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Some girls think that, and they
Mm-hmm.
might.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
not me, but like other guys.
No, yeah.
But like, so it's not like you have to put all your demands right up front. It's just going to be like this or nothing. No,
Right.
sometimes you have to. You can like say you're going to have to take her out on dates. You're going to have to pay out to find out. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to lose some because not every girl that you date is going to be a home run and it's going to check off all these checklists. No, you got
Mm-hmm.
to. There's always going to be a girl that has problems, no matter
Right.
what. So it's kind of like which problems do you want to face
Handle.
with, handle,
Mm-hmm.
and which ones
Can you work with?
can you work with exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing. You have to have patience. You have to do them, and then once you get to know them, then you get a real sense. Then you know, okay, these are non-negotiables. These are non-negotiables. She's not going to change. She's too this. Okay, then you break it off.
Mm-hmm.
But girls, they're going to have to put out to find out also.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to pay out to find out, and they're going to have to put out to find out. So that's the dating. Dating is to find out what is out in the market. You get a real sense of what is expected, and then what you work with. Some guys, I expected a lot, but I was like, you know what? These girls, I had to be more patient with them. And that's where I say you kind of have to make the girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's because, like, when she adores you, she kind of makes herself also.
Mm-hmm.
But you put her in a situation where you don't make her, where she can make a brat out of her.
Right.
You don't cater to her everything when she has a problem. Sometimes you have to ignore it. Sometimes you just got to listen to her and not fix her problems. You have to do all these things
Mm-hmm.
because it's not your duty.
Mm-hmm.
So don't try to make her happy all the time. Sometimes they like to be in that situation, that
Yeah,
tension.
sometimes you need to just let her cry.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to solve all of the problems. Like if her feelings are hurt or something happened and she's crying, then it's kind of like sometimes she needs to work through it so that she can learn to self-soothe.
Mm-hmm.
Like that happens a lot. Like but I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Okay. What's the subject?
Well, we're
What's the
talking
topic?
about
What's the topic of the video? Always trying to tie it back to that. So what is it?
so the topic of this video is um
Okay.
oh
So
my
let me
god.
start. So the main thing is when you're being truthful, you're being
Mm,
authentic, you're naturally gonna um have this like repellent
mm,
of certain things that you're not attracted to.
mm,
So the people that when you say those things, you're kind of like advertising what you want and don't want. So
mm,
when you're being authentic, you're gonna attract more of what you want and
mm,
less of what you don't want. But if you're being fake, like a people pleaser, or you're doing these things with hitting agendas,
mm,
then people don't know how to read you.
mm,
So if you're being authentic, hey, look, sometimes you can tell a girl, look, I really like you, I'm in town, let's have a night. You can tell her like all you want is just to do cardio that night. And there's some girls that are down.
that's right.
So there's some girls that they get lustful also.
Mm,
And sometimes you let them know and they're okay.
mm,
But as long as you're truthful. So there's girls like that. There's girls for everything. So it's it's if you're really more authentic, but if you know how to do it like in a way where it's not
like all in your face.
yeah, it's not on your
Mm,
face kind of smooth, then
mm.
you're pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what girls want. They want to have a fun time and they don't want to be judged for it.
Mm,
So there's some girls that want to have fun with you. They want to do cardio and they don't want to be judged and they can kind of sense it from the vibe.
mm,
So I mean, that's how you being your authentic self is the game for long term.
mm,
Cuz it's kind of like saying, okay, just look for girls that you're going to be with long term. See, it changes your perception. You're not going to go just for the looks. It's like looks are nice, but what I'm really looking for is qualities because I'm going to have to deal with this girl.
mm,
Like if looks were just it, that may be just for sleeping around and that's good enough. That's short term game.
mm,
But long term game is where it's at. That's where the quality relationships are at. And
mm,
that's what everybody wants. I see some guys that have really good looking girls and the good looking girls treat them like shit.
mm,
And sometimes I see guys with ugly girls and the ugly girls treat them like shit. Why? Because they're married, they have kids, they have all this power, they have all this leverage. And either you deal with it, man, or I'm going to have all these consequences. And
mm,
some guys are like, oh, they
mm.
put themselves in a pickle.
I think too sometimes like when a guy finds a girl that's attractive enough but fits into his like, authentic self,
Mm-hmm.
like she's drawn to him. And usually what can happen is that if she's drawn to him and he's being true to himself, she's going to be absorbed into his frame and she'll probably try to make herself more attractive
Yeah. I
because she'll
like
do
those
one she'll
average
do
looking girls that can be fixed up. They're like
exactly.
sevens, but they can be fixed up to a nine. All like the Taylor Swifts. Like those
But yeah,
girls, I think they're the best ones because
mhm,
they actually have some
they
personality.
have the personality, they're good looking
They're
enough,
very good looking.
and if they have the same, values and qualities that you're looking for, it's only going to get better.
Hmm.
So like if she's in her prime and maybe she's slightly above average or
Those are the
not quite,
best, I think.
I think so too. So
Yeah.
then they're the ones that you can work with that you can truly kind of like make into being like a real partner,
Hmm.
a good quality relationship. And those are the ones that I think really synergize.
I think so too. It's just be authentic and you'll attract what you're really expressing. And
Hmm.
that's kind of like the best
It's
game for
yeah,
long term
because
for
it's what
quality
you really
relationship.
need for
Yeah.
yourself. So
So that's what I think. That's what we
me
think.
think.
Let us know what you guys think. Put it in the comments, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Thank you.